Hey folks, today we are taking a look at yet another Mugenbine figure. Today we are taking a look at Wingbat. Now Wingbat is part of the last 4 Mugenbine figures that were released towards the middle of the Mugenbine line. These guys are part of the Mugen series, and they are, well, there are 4 of them. There was Impact Dial, who I've already reviewed, this guy, Wingbat, Gear Tortoise, and Spit Cobra. We'll probably be looking at Spit Cobra a little later. These guys are interesting in the fact that they are the last figures before we got the base series figures. Now, the base series were, you saw a different or a major change in the core robot. And that change was the core robot gets wheels or treads and doesn't really combine the same way as the other Mugenbine Gatai series guys do. So Wingbat, as you can see, is blue and white. This blue and white color scheme seems to be very popular with Mugenbine. The side of his head is the top part of a $sign, I think. I'm not exactly sure what this letter is supposed to be. And I haven't been able to find any instances of what it's supposed to be either, which is a bit on the annoying side. So, like all the Mugenbine characters, he has 3, or in this case, he's got 3 different modes. The first mode we're going to take a look at is his Bat mode. So to start with, we'll turn the core robot into the atypical cube. Start off with, attach the bat head, then attach this whole weird rear section, like that. Then the arms are going to be several different pieces. We'll start with this piece, then we will attach a wing piece, and then a bottom claw piece, like that. So we'll do the same thing over here. Bottom claw piece, wing or inner wing piece. Oops. That turned the wrong way. And attach that to the bat. And here we have his Bat mode. So the Bat mode's actually pretty good. I like the Bat mode a lot. It sits on a shelf nicely, but it does take up a little bit of space. You can pose the wings a little bit, sort of, kind of, but it works well. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work as holding it or dangling it from a rope or anything like this. It just doesn't work all that well. So let's go ahead and get all this stuff off and get him into his other mode. So to get into his, what I like to call his combat mode, we're going to fold the head up, fold the arms up, and then fold the pegs for his feet down. Then we'll take what were the wings, and these will become legs. So we'll attach them to the core robot's feet, like that. Next, we will attach the bat head to his chest, like that. Then we'll attach this section to his back. Oops, I don't think that's going right. This is always a little bit tricky. Oh, there we go. Knew I was forgetting something. So the head component will just peg in like that. There we go. Move the camera. Peg his arms into place. And then attach his wings. Oops. That's not right. That's the way it's supposed to be. And here we have his combat mode. As typical to the Mugen Gatai series, I like the combat mode. I like it a lot. I think it works well. It's pretty cool. Posability, it really doesn't have any. But overall, giant robot mode looks very, very cool. The last mode that we are going to look at today does not involve the core robot whatsoever. So we're going to put him off to the side and bring in Archtiger. Now, Archtiger is part of a separate line in Mugenbine, and that line has this special geared core that when you drive well, here, I'll show you. When you drive forward, things spin. So what we're going to actually be creating here is a weapon that'll attach to Archtiger. So to start off with, we'll take this core unit piece, flip the peg down again, and snap it into place, thus leaving this piece locked in place. Then we will take one of the bat pieces and attach it on this side, and take one of the other leg bat pieces and flip it upside down and attach it on the other side, like that. Then we'll take the bat head and put that off to the side. Take the wing, and we'll start with the side that's pointing up. Have the hand pointing up, and move it so that the wing points out, like this. And then the other side, do the same thing, except upside down, like that. So you have this weird bladed look to it. I'm not going to lie, this looks really, really dumb. So what are we going to do? Well, we'll pop the sirens off, and we can reattach them, but because of this peg, it's not going to work. So what we're going to do instead is pop this guy right on top. So with that locked into place, now when we move Archtiger, he has, I guess you would call this a helicopter gimmick, but it doesn't really work for me. It's really kind of dumb. Either that or he really is trying to trim some hedges. Overall, Wingbat is okay. His bat mode's pretty good. His combined super robot mode is alright. But the third mode is just kind of dumb. Without Mr. Archtiger here, it's useless. I mean, completely and utterly useless. So if you're going to find this one and pick it up, I would think twice, unless you could get Archtiger or another one of these core bots. I think the other one is a big red gorilla. I would hold off on getting Wingbat. That's not to say he's not cool or anything, or not to say that he's bad. He's just not as dynamic as some of the other Mugenbine characters.